Hey man, say man, it's your boy. I did it for AW's inspired. Hey, anyway, bro. Very good and amazing news for Chud, his racist friend. Oh my God, no! I think this is sarcasm.
Chud has a racist friend called Jake Lang. Jake Lang is the dude who goes around calling black people the N-word, who said black people don't deserve to live in America among white people, who said Carmelo Anthony should be hanging from a tree, who said black mothers are failures. That Jake Lang, who went to LA playing and got whooped on and sent to the hospital for trying to play them racist games outside the BT Award weekend, that Jake Lang.
Go back, APAC, go back. That's the APAC building right there. White Christian men are not going to sit around while you turn our children into a bunch of lovers.
Also learned about the arrest of far-right influencer Jake Lang. The pardoned January 6th rioter who lives in Florida made multiple appearances outside the Carmelo Anthony trial.
Like, bro, he's just gonna keep living terribly to be hateful.
This week, he's now in the Dallas County Jail on a
one. People don't realize, like, these type of people, they live terrible lives, while the people that are not hating are just chilling and watching and living a great life. So I mean, he's doing himself like, look what he's going through. Like, what the hell? You want to be wasting your time going through this?
$1 million bond,
like,
and is facing charges of making.
Do you really want to be wasting your time going through this?
That man who don't even believe that black folks have the right to live in the new America has finally found a black man low down enough to go to war with black folks on behalf of him. I never thought I'd see the day, man, where a black man would be on YouTube going to war with black folks on behalf of Jake Lang. Shuck and jiving, self-hating, grifter, who is shameless enough to do such a thing. His name is Brandon Jamal. Now, Brandon Jamal is a man who's in his mid-40s, who used to make just straight up incel content, bruh. Walking around with diapers, making fun of single mothers. Like, that was his entire content. Just straight incel slop. But apparently he has made a pivot in content from incel slop to now he does low effort reaction videos where he just takes the anti-black stance every time and just straight up grift to white supremacists. And I'm not surprised, yo, like the incel slop to self-hating white supremacist grifting is like a pipeline that I've seen way too often. But Brandon Jamal does a reaction video to Jake Lang.
Yeah, makes sense.
Going to the BT Awards with signs up depicting black people as gorillas while claiming black mothers are terrible. After, by the way, going viral for saying black people are N-words and we don't deserve to live among white folks, etc., etc. Now, Brandon Jamal has openly stated that he support all of that. He believes that Jake Lang is a hero and that black folks are the villains in the situation.
We stand against the BET Awards. You disgust me. You disgust me. You're celebrating disgusting violent culture. The BET Awards is a celebration of sin, prostitution, drug dealing, armed robbery. We cannot coexist with the people that want to kill us and have been brainwashed by rap music.
All I want to know is, where is the lie?
This man literally whistled, woo, where's the lie at? When Jake Lang said that black folks are violent, that we can't coexist among white folks because we want to murder them. And this man literally whistled and said, where's the lie at? I mean, where's the lie? This might be a new concept to you, Brandon Jamal, but there are bad apples of every group of people. But the vast majority of those people are not dictated or defined by the bad apples. Just like Brandon Jamal, the 75% of people who was caught in possession of child porn are white. 75% of them are white. I'm never gonna say, I mean, these people are possessing child porn. White folks have a child porn problem. White people should not be around kids. That would be called low IQ. That would be called being just mentally disabled. If you believe that the very small percentage of white folks who are caught with child porn,
and that's what's going on with white
all white people, and we should hold all white people for the sins of a small group of white folks. Just like
there's no reason
it's pretty
to
dumb.
waste your
It's pretty
breath.
like,
There's no reason to waste your breath trying to explain nothing. There's no sense. It's like you can't put sense into something that has no sense. A foundation of no type of sense of cool, you know. So there's no sense to put like you can't tell these
to say that the majority of black folks and their culture are defined by a small group of criminals who commit crimes. Are you dumb? Yo, maybe, I don't know, bro, because I don't consider myself a smart guy. I don't think I'm a bright guy. I think I got common sense. And I feel like concepts like this should be pretty common sense.
Now look, yes, he's out there looking for attention,
obviously.
Bro. But when a man is right, a man is just right. Y'all know what this culture is. Y'all know exactly what this culture is, and you refuse to acknowledge it, so it will not get better. Your youth are getting dumber and more violent and more sexual, and they're having babies way before they're supposed to.
Sir, now facts might not be your strong suit, man, but the teen birth rate among black teens are down 34% in recent years. They're not going up. You're just a liar. If they are allowed to use YW Melly, Pooh Shiesty, and Lil Durk to define black culture, to eradicate all the good and greatness we bring to the world, and strictly define it as criminal culture and violent culture, then why are we not allowed to use Jerry Sandusky, Gerald Fogle, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein to define Caucasian culture?
Let's just do it.
Why are we not allowed to define that culture as child-touching culture if y'all are allowed to define the character of black folks by the few? Huh? I think that's fair. Okay, if black culture is violent culture, then y'all culture is child-touching culture. How about that?
They're having way too many babies out of wedlock. These women be 22 with 3 babies. You hear me? Because they're hypersexualized. I say it, I say it all the time. Every single society has drug addiction, prostitution, violence, gang violence, murder, alcoholism, adultery.
Yeah, you was saying you was just smoking, gang. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. I would tell like performing, gang. This is a performance, bro. Performative actions, bro.
But they've taken
balls in your mouth,
the negative aspects of everybody's society and made that my black American culture. And we're talking about grown folks. We're not talking about 17-year-olds. Don't believe me? Look how warmly Young Miami is received by a group of her peers. Grown-ups, mind you. Where are my scamming ass niggas at? Look at all these adults.
Brandon Jamal wants you to believe that Jake Lang is 100% correct when he says that black culture is violent culture, that black culture is degeneracy, and we're incapable of coexisting with white folks, so hence we should be kicked out the country. He wants you to believe that Jake Lang is correct about that because Young Miami got a hit song and that she's being celebrated through her resiliency. She's being celebrated for not really giving up when it was looking bad for her. But even if you believe what Young Miami is doing is bad for the culture, then okay, it's bad for the culture. But that don't mean the entire culture is that. Yeah, because I can tell you a Young Miami comparison. Bro. Have we forgotten about Pistol Annies? Ooh. When white folks was celebrating Pistol Annies all across America, was we saying, man, white culture is gold digging culture, man? Man, white culture, gold digging culture, man. Have we forgotten Hell on Hills? Huh? I'm hell on hills, say what you will. I just man, come on, bro. Hell on Hills was literally Pistol Annies.
This is
singing about finessing men out.
This is just not mine.
They credit calls finessing men out of everything they got, finessing them, taking it all. When Pistol Annies glorify gold digging culture, when Pistol Annies glorify finessing men, do they say, oh my God, white culture, oh my God, bro, how could y'all be celebrating gold digging? Huh? But when Young Miami do it, now that speaks for all of black culture. Yo, you tokens got to get better at this, bruh. I'll be real, yo. You will think that if you doing all that grifting and them white folks is putting that much money in your pocket, bruh, you at least will have some type of convincing argument here, bruh. But nothing you're bringing up makes sense.
Taking it joint.
Judging the entire black culture
he rash
by Young Miami as an, I don't know, something like Jasmine songs that don't exist. Judging the entire black culture by, I don't know, Pooh Shiesty and Lil Durk, right?
Dang.
As if Kirk Franklin and J. Cole don't exist. It's dumb. Okay, it's dumb. There are degenerates in every culture, but somehow only black culture is being defined by their degenerates and no other culture.
Ass niggas, but you niggas and moan and complain about unfair incarceration rates. Your culture is crime, stupid. Where all my scamming ass at? Yeah. So now he's a domestic terrorist for pointing out the obvious about black culture.
Man, this loser, gang. Give him up the
You know what? Let's talk about this domestic terrorist claim. In 2023, there were over 19,000 homicides in America. Over 11,000 of them were black people, and most of those were done by black people. Well, let's talk about domestic terrorism. Let's talk about drill music, shall we?
There's about 49 million black people in America, even though the number may be closer to 60 million in some estimates due to like black folks not really participating in the census like that. But let's just say 49 million, that's the number on file. You just said that about half of 19,000 homicides, so let's say 9. F it, let me give you the benefit of the doubt and say 10,000. So 10,000 people murdered people in America. 10,000 black folks murder somebody in America. And there are 50 million black folks, but yet you say 10,000 represents 50 million. Do you understand now how dumb that is? Like, do you not understand how dumb that is, bro? And Jake Lang is a literal domestic terrorist. What are you talking about? Jake Lang went to jail for 4 years before being pardoned by Donald Trump on terrorism charges. He was a part of the insurrection on January 6th.
Yeah, pardon.
He tried to take over our country. Like
Bro. I ain't gonna lie, gang.
He's literally a domestic terrorist. Like, he literally went to jail and was convicted for it. But when it comes to you, when a white man is convicted of a crime, that don't count though. All right? The 49 million black folks who didn't murder somebody this year, they're murderers, their culture is violent, their culture is degeneracy, even
I'm not accepting no deals.
no, they were not convicted of it. However, Jake Lang, who was literally convicted of domestic terrorism, he's not a domestic terrorist, though. Bro, you can't make it this obvious, man. You ain't never seen butter biscuits you didn't like. You ain't never seen a masa pillow that wasn't cold.
Which ain't nothing but I kill niggas and rap about it music. You don't call that domestic terrorism. But a man saying your culture is shit is domestic terrorism.
You just
you don't even hear yourself. You don't even think. You don't use what God gave you between your two ears, and you don't use the two ears. You just use your mouth and talk. Domestic terrorism. Let's talk about some damn domestic terrorism. Black culture is domestic terrorism. What the? The culture is obsessed with crime, sex, drugs, and alcoholism. The culture is destroying its own people from within. Black people in America are the fruit of a very intentionally planted poison tree. And I realized it when I was watching Straight Outta Compton.
I used to think like this when I was like a little younger, but I'm not talking about like being this deep into like this sellout culture. But I used to think, man, hip hop music, man, violent crime, man, we got a problem. But then I really sat with myself and said, well, hold on, this makes no sense, right? Like with all the inventions, all the creations we was given the world, how much better we have left the world, how much we have offered to the world, our music, our culture, our customs, our inventions, everything. Where would the world be without Black people? Where will America be if we didn't literally create the economic foundation and structure? Do you understand when the white lion landed, they brought slaves on the white lion? You know why? Because the white folks said, hey, bruh, yo, this tobacco, bruh, hey, yo, this is too much to harvest, bruh. The indentured servant said, hey, bro, the tobacco is too much for us, bro. We can't handle, the work is too hard dealing with tobacco. They brought slaves to deal with the tobacco because it was too hard for them. And then they transitioned to cotton. But it was on the backs of Black folks that the literal economic foundation and structure of the greatest country on planet Earth was built. Man. We did that.
What I say, bro, you wasting your
right? Black folks did that.
Explain this.
So for you to sit here and say, "Oh my God, bro, Black folks don't got nothing to offer but violence and terror," huh? And if the majority of the consumer of the very same music that you're talking about is consumed by non-Blacks the most, have you ever gone to a rap concert? Have you looked around a rap concert? What do you see? 70% white. So if the greatest consumers of that music is that, then what are you talking about? But y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think, bruh? Do y'all believe that Brendan Jamal
you can't explain yourself? Let me see.
Is correct, and that Jake Lang is correct? Or do you guys think that this dude is silly?
Worse than silly, retarded. Chill. Ain't nothing wrong with being special needs now. But a special needs person isn't retarded. That's my verdict because they're special needs.